This is City Lights on WABE. I'm Lois Reitz. Thank you for being here. Time now for our series, Speaking of Comedy, where local comedians share their inspiration and stories from the small stage.
What up, what up? I'm Malika E., a.k.a. the Georgia Nectarine, and I'm an Atlanta-based comedian. Since I was young, I always used comedy as the way to be an icebreaker, as the way to meet new friends, as the way to ease tension between certain situations, as a way to just entertain myself as well as others. So something that came naturally to me. As far as the stand-up comedy, one of my friends used to always say from high school, you need to be a comedian, like as if I was here for her entertainment, right? So she decided I was moving a little too slow in that request once we became adults. And back in 2014, she got a few other friends to go and have at a stand-up comedy class at the Laughing Skull Lounge. And it literally took off from there. What inspires my comedic voice is just everyday things that happen to everyday people. Knowing that I may have seen something or I've been through something or done something and can find the humor in it and be relatable to everyone else because they may have seen it and, been through it or known someone to go through it. I think that is what inspires me, as well as I grew up watching your Def Comedy Jam and your Comic View, and to see so many comedians be able to have their own voice and bring their own stories that even as a child I can still relate to, even though it may have been adult content, they were still made it relatable and funny. So that's the kind of stuff that inspires me every time I get up on that stage, anytime I have a mic in my hand, anytime I'm writing. It's just trying to keep it true to me and also relatable to others.
The one that used to get me was if you step on a crack, you break your mama's back. My mama just don't know how many times I saved her shit. She made me mad. I go outside, I'm like, woo! My sons ain't get me. They be out there. They must have been skipping on my back. Atrocious over here. River dancing on this stuff. All three of them jokers. You get that side, I get this side.
So the joke I did in my clip was about superstition, something that we all have either heard about or some believe in, stuff like older ladies like, don't put my purse down, or, walking and splitting a pole. And so this particular joke is the step on a crack and you break your mama's back. That was something that I used to always hear when I was younger. We'd be outside playing. And I have done jokes about superstitions, but this one I have wanted to do and I always seem to forget. So it was really dope that with me performing, my mom was in the crowd and my sons were in the crowd. So I was able to incorporate them in the joke and they got to hear me talk trash about them, but it was still relatable to everybody because that's just something that we all have heard of at one point, If I involve the crowd in my set, it's always in a positive way. I do not want to roast the crowd. Unless it's a heckler, then they're going to get it. Yeah, they're going to get it. But besides that, if you're coming out to see me, if I include you in it, it's because you either egging me on and I'm like, hey, you get what I'm saying, For the most part, I like to do crowd work just to get people feeling good, get people to laugh. I don't want nobody to feel like, oh, they got to put their head down like, oh, I hope she don't get me. I'm not that type, If I do that, that means you started it. Some challenges I have faced getting into this industry is just knowing how to get booked. How do you make yourself into a brand? How do you make yourself into a business? Understanding the business. Understanding that, yes, you are the business and you have to even sometimes create your own opportunities. That is where I've had my most success. Anytime I've created my own opportunities is when others come knocking at my door. But a lot of challenges that I have faced here and there have been janky promoters, people over promising and under delivering, trying to avoid those and just deal with people that are not just trying to get something out of you, but they are genuinely trying to work with you. I love being an Atlanta-based comedian because now it seems like this is the time for you to step in for any entertainment. Atlanta's like the new Hollywood right now. And though it's hard for me to say because this is where I grew up and it is bringing more people here and we're crowded, I love it at the same time because you get to meet so many others and entertain so many others and learn from so many others that this is the place, baby. So I just had my first one-woman show, the Malika E Experience, and that was live recorded, sold out show, really dope. So be on the lookout. I'm working on getting that distributed. So if you follow me on my website, malikae.com, that's malikae.com, or you can also follow me on all social media platforms at comedian Malika E.